to even a small part of this great show, they would cost you thousands of dollars. When you own a new Atwater Kent radio, you get it all, exactly as it is broadcast and free. Nothing that money can buy returns you so much value for a comparatively small sum. Atwater Kent has made tremendous advancements in radio very recently, and you need this modern radio for your modern homes in this modern age. The first thing to know about in buying a radio is tone. We're going to prove the tone quality of the new Atwater Kent, the radio with the golden voice, by taking the Atwater Kent Orchestra apart, letting you hear the tone of each instrument, then putting the orchestra together again so that you hear all the instruments blending into a complete design. Violin, viola, cello, bass viol, all the strings together now. Here's the flute, clarinet, oboe, bassoon. Now all four woodwinds together. You see how distinct and lifelike every instrument is by itself, and how you can still recognize each one when they all play in harmony. That's the test of Atwater Kent's tone quality. Now the brass instruments, trumpet, French horn, trombone, and the tuba. Now all together. Now the drums, the timpani. Note how this new Atwater Kent brings you the full tone of the drum, not just a thump. The human voice, just as natural. For example, my own voice. This is Graham McNamee speaking. Now we'll put the whole orchestra together. See how beautifully all the instruments are blended? That's Atwater Kent tone quality again. Now the entire orchestra with Joseph Pasternak conducting. Hear the thrilling new march by the famous bandmaster Arthur Pryor. This march is dedicated to the new Atwater Kent radio and is called the Golden Voice. Atwater Kent is justified in calling the tone of this radio the Golden Voice. But tone is not everything. The first function of a radio is to get the station. Look at that new quick vision dial. It's the quickest, easiest, most accurate means of getting stations ever devised. No other radio has it. See all the stations right there before you, evenly spaced from end to end, widely separated, no bunching of stations anywhere, no eye strain, easy to read as a clock. When this demonstration is finished, try the dial yourself and note how swiftly and accurately it tunes in the program you want. When you buy an Atwater Kent, you've got the last word in radio advancement, the last word in dependability. Now, when you have listened to the other side of this demonstration record, ask the representative to show you the inside of the new Atwater Kent. Here, in the unrivaled quality of its workmanship, you find the reason why of this glorious and consistent performance. Now forget for a moment that you are listening to radio and imagine you are in the broadcasting studio listening to the original performance. What we want to show you here is the amazing range of the new Atwater Kent with the Golden Voice. How it brings you every note that an orchestra can play, from lowest to highest. Let's start at the bottom with the tuba and bass viol. Now, listen to the highest instrument in the orchestra, the piccolo. When you are listening to an orchestra, you must hear all the instruments, each playing its own part and contributing its share of tone to the whole. Take Victor Herbert's March of the Toys, for example. The muted trumpets begin it in three-part harmony like this. And the low strings reply. And then a little later on, there is that crescendo of the trumpets and woodwinds. Then, over the bass notes, the strings take the melody. But then the toy trumpets come back, as though they just can't seem to stay out of the picture. Now let's hear all of it. The March of the Toys. And it's your turn to take part in this demonstration. We want you to demonstrate another valuable new feature of this Atwater Kent. Perfected tone control. By turning the right-hand knob, you can emphasize either bass or treble as you desire. 4 definite shadings of the golden voice. Try it yourself. See how this tone control gives you self-expression in radio music. Cover a few of the highlights of this golden-voiced Atwater Kent. When you have heard both sides of this record, let the representative show you how far in advance it is in many other important developments. And finally, you have the satisfaction of knowing when you own the new Atwater Kent that no one owns a better radio. An Atwater Kent radio with the golden voice is a modern necessity that will return to you and your family many, many times its modest cost in entertainment, cultural and educational advantages such as no other investment could bring into your home.